Hi, my name is Diana. I was born into a miserable, poor family as the eldest of 4 girls. And for some unknown reason, my whole family has always hated me. Even as a kid, I knew Dad was kind of a loser. He just sat around in his pajamas all day, barking orders at me. We had an ancient TV set without a remote, and every evening it was my job to stand next to it and keep changing the channels. Even though he was useless, Mom seemed to adore him. In fact, the only person she didn't like was me. When I was 7, Mom and Dad decided to have a proper Christmas for once, and I was really excited. But when I opened my present, I saw my little sister's dirty sweater inside. Ew, Mom, I think you meant to throw this in the garbage. And why would I throw away a perfectly good sweater? Was I supposed to wash it, for your highness? Go do it so you can wear it for the family picture. Mom, it won't even fit me. Not with that attitude. It was so tight on me, I could hardly breathe. All my sisters got brand new sweaters, and I was the only one who looked like an idiot in the family photo. Even worse, when Mom framed it and hung it up on the wall, I saw that I'd been cropped out of the picture. Years passed and they continued to treat me poorly. I slept in a bed I'd outgrown years ago, and my cupboard was a cardboard box. Whenever Mom ordered pizza, she always gave me the smallest slice. Sometimes I started thinking I wasn't even her daughter. On my 13th birthday, I decided to throw myself a party, but of course at my friend's place. I had some savings to buy snacks and a cake, and as I was sneaking out, I bumped straight into my 12-year-old sister, Selena. She grinned and said she wouldn't tell Mom if I let her join me, and I didn't really have a choice. We were actually having a good time until one of my friends mentioned my boyfriend, Zach. Oh no, Mom would kill me if she found out. She always said that having a boyfriend is a red line. I tried to signal my friend to shut up, but she just didn't get it. Wait, you have a boyfriend, Diana? Oh, she doesn't know? Well, your sister is really popular with all the boys, but Zach was the lucky one who finally won her heart. Oh, that's cool. Please excuse me. I have to make a quick phone call. And with that, she shut herself up in the bathroom. This was not going to end well for me. And sure enough, when we got home, Mom was waiting for us, looking like a fire-breathing dragon. Are you freaking kidding me, Diana? He isn't even rich. What are you talking about, Mom? Your boyfriend, Zach. I just looked him up online and he's dirt poor. Dating a loser is the dumbest thing a girl can do. How about marrying one, Mom? Dad is a loser too. Don't try to be cheeky. Dump this idiot and find yourself a rich boy. Do you understand me? Sure, Mom. You're more important to me than any boy. I'll dump him tomorrow. Mom was insane. She had always been against having a boyfriend, and now she only wanted me to date rich boys. But of course, I did nothing of the sort, and I kept dating Zach secretly. I even managed to hide it from my sisters at school, and Mom had no idea. Well, at least until the 9th grade. I knew Mom would be coming to school to meet Selena's teacher one day, so I had to warn Zach to be careful. But before I could, I walked into the cafeteria to find he'd arranged a surprise party for me. He jumped onto one of the tables and announced, "Hey everyone, today is my lovely girlfriend's birthday, and I have something very special for her because I love her so much." Then he came to me and gave me a freaking diamond necklace. Zach, how did you even pay for that? Babe, listen. But just then, someone pushed me aside and snatched the necklace from him. It was Mom. Oh my God, this is a real diamond necklace. Where'd you get that from, boy? It's okay. You don't have to answer that. Diana, my daughter, marry him. And then she put her arms around Zach's shoulders and mine and took us home. And just like that, Mom was happy with Zach and loved him so very much. She invited him over every day and fed him like crazy. Dad seemed to like him too, and the two played video games for hours. It seemed like Zach was really enjoying himself too, because he never left the house. Sometimes he'd even sleep over on the couch at night. But soon enough, it seemed like Zach was becoming one of them. All he did was sit on the couch and bark orders like Dad, while he and Mom made jokes about me all day. I was getting really sick of everything, until one day someone knocked on the front door, and I opened it to find 2 police officers standing there. "Is Zach here, miss?" "Yeah, what do you want from him?" "We need to take him with us. We think he stole something." I turned around to look for Zach, but he was already running like a scared mouse. The officers managed to catch him, and it turned out he'd stolen that diamond necklace. So obviously I gave it to the police. I was secretly so happy to be rid of Zach, but Mom went ballistic. Wasn't it enough that you were dating a poor boy, but he's also a thief? Just when I think you couldn't be more pathetic, you surprise me, Diana. Well, Mom, I wasn't born to impress you, and if you're so amazing, how come you didn't land a rich guy and married our dumb dad instead? Just leave me alone. I didn't talk to anyone for weeks. I was so tired of my family. One morning as I was leaving for school, the doorbell rang and I found a sophisticated woman standing outside who smiled and asked if she could come in. You must be Diana, right? Yeah, who are you? I'm your aunt, your dad's sister. I looked at her and then Dad on the couch. Seriously? You're that guy's sister? Sweetheart, didn't your mom ever tell you? That's not your real dad. Wait, what? Just then, Mom came running in, and she turned pale when she saw the woman. You, what are you doing here? I'm here to take Diana to see her father. Everybody, just hold on for a freaking second. I have a different dad? Well, duh. Can't you see how different you look? It's not really a secret. Everyone in this house knows. My head was spinning. I couldn't believe this. So, what does he want with her now, huh? He just abandoned me when I got pregnant with her. He really wants to meet her, just once. Diana, would that be okay? I was too shocked to refuse. Mom tried to stop me, but I pulled my arm away and followed the woman into the limousine waiting for us. When I got to Dad's house, I had to pinch my cheeks. It was a huge mansion, bigger than my entire school. My dad was a millionaire? A butler and maids were standing at the entrance. And suddenly, they looked like they were about to fall, so I ran forward to help them. But my aunt stopped me. Oh, no, sweetie. They're bowing. They're showing their respect. Oh, that was a bow? Someone was showing me respect? That was new. She took me to the last floor and opened a gold door. Then she turned around and left. I stepped in to find a man sitting up in bed.
Diana, is that you? Please, come in. I've been waiting for you.
The man looked really tired, and he smiled warmly at me and asked me to sit down next to him.
I'm very sorry that I never reached out to you before, Diana. I'm sure you can't forgive me right away, but I need you to listen to me. I don't think I have much time to live, and you're my only child. I want you to move in and live with me and your aunt.
I don't even know what to say. Thank you for finally remembering me.
Diana, I understand you're mad. Please, accept my offer and let me make it up to you.
Thinking about my life with my family, this wasn't really a hard decision. I said yes. And just like that, my life turned upside down. I moved in, got enrolled in an amazing school, and had every luxury at my feet. Also, it turned out that the doctors were wrong and my dad got better after a year. I got to know him better and he soon became my favorite person. Years passed and I graduated from high school. One day, I was in the kitchen when I heard a voice from behind me. It was Mom. When she saw me, she went down on her knees and started crying like a little baby. Diana, my daughter, please have mercy on your mommy. Mom, please get up. And what's wrong? I need a kidney. You know how hard it is to get a donor these days, and I can't wait for years. I'm really sick, and I might die soon, my darling. Mom, I'm really sorry to hear that, but I can't donate my kidney. Maybe Selena can? No, that's not what I'm here for. I have a donor. It's Zach. He's ready to do it under one condition, that you marry him. He's still so in love with you. Mom, are you crazy? I'm supposed to marry him for a kidney? Not forever. Just say yes. And after the surgery, you can leave. Come on, babe. You're the best person I know. Mom started crying again, and my heart went out to her. I didn't want her to die because of me, so I agreed to marry Zach and said I'd divorce him right after the surgery. Dad didn't support my decision and kept trying to talk me out of it, but I said, if I don't help her, I'll blame myself forever. She is my mom after all. But on my wedding day, I was a mess. As I was sitting in my wedding dress and bawling my eyes out, Mom barged in. Why are you crying? Who cries on their wedding day? Mom, just get lost. Is this how you talk to your mom? Rude girl. She was about to spit at my face when I pushed her away and ran out of the room. It all felt like a big, stupid mistake. I didn't love Zach, and I didn't want to marry him. Just then, I spotted Mom and Selena from a distance, and it looked like they were fighting. What was going on with those two? Seconds later, my phone beeped and I got a message from Selena. Diana, Mom's lying. Zach is a professional thief now and he's really wealthy. He said if Mom made you marry him, he would give her a fortune. She faked everything. I was involved in this too. But seeing your sad face right now is killing me. Don't marry Zach. Our mom is a psycho. I couldn't believe it. My mom wanted to literally sell me? How awful could she possibly be? I left my wedding and ran away to Dad. My mom is evil and she hates me. I've had enough. I'm not letting her get away with this. Will you help me?
I'm surprised you even have to ask, my darling.
And he hugged me tight.
On my 7th birthday, I climbed onto the chair to blow the candles on my cake when suddenly I felt someone pull a hair out of my head. Ow! I turned around to see that it was my older sister, and she was staring at the hair in horror. Oh my God, Mom! Bonnie has inherited the problem from you! You shush! Everyone, sing the birthday song now! Happy birthday to you! What just happened? Later that night, Mom inspected my head like I had lice, and it turns out I had a few white hair. Big deal! But by my next birthday, half my head had turned white. I thought I was transforming into some cool superhero, but Mom totally freaked. She had organic hair dyes imported from Brazil every month to color my hair a lovely deep brown. No one knew anything about my hair until I was 14, when suddenly everything changed. Hi, I'm Bonnie, and I have a condition called achromatrichia, which makes your hair suddenly turn white. Being different makes bullies think you're an easy target, but I showed them that I was not. Before I continue, click like and subscribe. The thing is, my parents used to be super rich, and we'd always live in a huge mansion and attend private schools. My oldest brother was a party animal, and my older sister's life revolved around shopping, salons, and changing boyfriends like clothes. But then, Dad lost all his money in a scam, and in a matter of days, we'd moved from our beautiful house to a tiny apartment in another town. Dad became super depressed and watched TV all day, and Mom was doing her best to support us all. But my siblings could just not stop complaining. I had to share a room with my sister, and she wouldn't even let me sleep on the bed. One night, she was sobbing so loudly about how poor we were, I dragged my mattress into the bathroom and slept there. Peace at last. The one thing Mom insisted wouldn't change was sending us to a private school. I felt bad she was working so hard for us, and I really wished I could do something to help. Dad dropped us off on the first day of school, and as soon as I walked in, I felt someone pull me by my backpack. I turned around to see a pretty girl grinning at me. OMG. Was that guy your dad? He's the millionaire who was all over the news for losing his fortune. So you guys are like, poor, right? Of course not. You have me confused with someone else. I tried to walk away, but she blocked me. Julia is never wrong about these things. Julia reads tabloid magazines cover to cover every day. Wait a second. Julia can see some white hair. Grandma? Everyone started staring at my hair. I was so embarrassed that I ran home to dye my hair. Thankfully, I had a big stock saved up. When I got home, I walked into our room to find my sister screaming at her empty closets. My bags! My shoes! My babies! Where are they? Just then, I saw my cupboard door hang open. Oh no! Oh my God! Where are all my hair dyes? We turned to each other. Our brother! We ran to his room and found him practically rolling in money. Turns out he'd sold all our stuff online. I wouldn't have cared if he had stolen my clothes, but I was really upset about my hair dyes. There was nothing I could even do, except vent my frustration in my journal. I started writing stories featuring my crazy family. One night, when my sister was talking to her boyfriend on the phone, she had to pee, so she asked me to take the phone and say, to everything he said till she returned. That's when I heard him talking about a website called Wattpad, where anyone could publish their stories. So I started sending in the ones I'd written about my family, under a fake name, of course. Otherwise, my siblings would kill me. To my absolute delight, people loved my stories. I was flooded with comments from fans, and I would even hear kids talking about them at school all the time. The best part, people started messaging me for paid writing jobs. This was perfect. I could actually help Mom doing something I loved. While my online popularity was rising, things weren't so great at school. My hair had turned completely white by now, and that gave Julia all the more reason to bully me. And no one dared to be friends with me because of her. But that gave me another idea. I started following her around and started writing stories about all her boyfriends. Once I saw her kissing the captain of the soccer team, right after she went on a date with the class president. And then the next day, she made out with the captain of the swim team. I was so surprised, I accidentally tripped and fell out of the bushes I was hiding in. As soon as Julia saw me, she looked furious. "Are you stalking me, you pervert?" No, I was just picking berries. I grabbed a fistful and stuffed them in my mouth and then gagged. They were so bitter. Julia stepped close to me. "I don't know what you're playing at, but you should know I'm not into girls, you weirdo." Then she walked away while I sat in the bush, and everyone eyed me like I was a creep. The next few weeks were brutal. No matter what I did, Julia was there calling me a perv or a weirdo. She told everyone I was crushing on her. A few days later, I was sitting in the cafeteria when Julia came up and dumped a bag on me. "Take these hair dyes. You look like a homeless old woman, and this school has a reputation. Just stop embarrassing us with this hair, Bonbon." As her minions snickered, I rose from the table and pushed the bag away and stood up to leave. "Leave me alone, Julia, or else." "Aw, I'm so scared. And what will you do, huh?" Then she and her minions took out all the dyes and dumped them on my hair. Blue, black, red, purple, everything. I pushed them back and yelled, "What have you done, you psycho?" I slapped Julia right in the face and ran to the bathroom. My hair looked like turd. I washed it and thankfully all the color came off. I was so mad that I went home and wrote a story where I gave Julia the lesson I wished she would get in real life. As soon as I published it, I received a message on my Wattpad account from a fan, ID Free Prisoner. "I love all your stories, especially the bully story, so I just had to message. Your characters are so relatable." I guess we both were stuck with crazy people. We started exchanging messages more often, and I felt like I'd finally made a friend. One day at the school cafeteria, I was writing crazy fast to meet my deadline, and I didn't even realize it when someone came and sat next to me, pushing a can of juice towards me. "Can I get you something to eat? You look like you're on a mission to save the world." I looked up, and for a few seconds, I was so lost in his dreamy blue eyes. I'm pretty sure I looked like a dumb puppy. "Hi, I'm Eric. Do I know you?" "No, but I know you. You're kind of hard to miss with that hair." "I know you think my hair is weird." "No, I think it's amazing. You look really cool." I stared at him in shock. Who was this boy? I wanted to talk to him more, but just then, I got a message from Free Prisoner. "I think I'm falling for you. You're just so incredible." Oh my god, he had a crush on me? The next day, while I was working in the library, it got really late. Everyone was gone and I only looked up when I heard a noise. I felt freaked out. Just then, I saw Eric walking towards me. "I'm beginning to think you're stalking me." Eric laughed and said, "Yeah, maybe. But also, I work here, and I was about to lock up. Want me to walk you home?" "Yes, please." Eric was so funny and adorable. He insisted on walking me home every time. I was definitely attracted to him, and it made me feel a little confused. What was I going to do about Free Prisoner? One day, Free Prisoner asked me out on a date. I agreed. I needed to see who he really was. When I arrived at the address, my jaw dropped. It was a mansion bigger than ours used to be. I was greeted at the front door by a butler, who then led me to a large drawing room. And there were lit candles and flowers everywhere. At the far end was a high chair, and when someone suddenly spoke, "I've been dying to meet you." Wait, why was this voice so familiar? When the girl stepped in front of me, we both stared in horror at each other and shrieked. It was Julia! "You're Free Prisoner? You're the freaking writer I have a crush on? You have a crush on me?" Julia looked insane. "Of course not. How could I have a crush on you? You're gonna pay for this, Bonnie. Now get out of my house." I was only too glad to. I couldn't believe the person I'd been friends with for months was crazy Julia. And by the next morning, I walked into the most horrific scene. The school hallways were full of posters of me. They read, "The White Witch Can't Be Trusted." Everyone in school knew the writer was me. Julia was going around telling everybody how I was a terrible person who wrote mean stories about her family and kids from school just to get popular. Why would we want to be friends with someone like her? She can't be trusted. She'll be writing all kinds of things about us. Freak! But even worse than everybody suddenly hating me at school, I was in so much trouble back home. My siblings were so mad about the stories I wrote about them. "We know we tease you, but we never thought you could be so mean." Guys, it's not like that. I never meant for anyone to know who those characters were. But they wouldn't listen to my protest and stopped talking to me. Later that night, Mom came to my room and asked me why I'd been writing these stories. I handed an envelope to her from my drawer. "I only wanted to help you out, Mom." She let out a cry when she saw the cash inside. "Bonnie, you're a kid. You don't need to worry about money. I'm not going to take this. How about we use it for your hair?" "Yeah, Mom. Let's do this, I guess." The next day, I decided to fix everything. I went up to the stage during morning assembly and nervously cleared my throat. I just wanted to say sorry to my siblings and anyone else who might have been hurt or offended by my stories. I only used you guys as inspiration, and you made such interesting characters. But it wasn't right of me to use anyone's secrets. And I won't be writing on Wattpad anymore. As I ran out of the auditorium, someone caught up with me. It was Eric. "Hey, that writer is you? Oh man, your stories are hilarious! I wanted to ask you something a long time ago. Will you be my girlfriend?" I grinned and pulled him in for a kiss. From the corner of my eye, I saw Julia storming off, and I followed her to the girls' bathroom. "What do you want, freak?" "I just wanted to say, you and I have been friends for months online. We can actually get along. Why can't we be friends for real, Julia?" She started to laugh. "Friends? Oh, babe, how is that even possible? Look at your face, and your personality, and your ugly hair. I give charity to the poor. I don't befriend them." "Well, look around you, Julia. I don't think you have any real friends. I'm here if you change your mind." And then I started to walk away. "Don't hold your breath!" Well, after that, things got a little better because my siblings forgave me, especially when they realized my stories hadn't affected their popularity one bit. I stopped writing and spent all my time with Eric, who asked me out to prom. That night, I went home with a big smile on my face. Mom was waiting for me to dye my hair, and then I said, "You know what, Mom? I like my white hair. I'm born to stand out. Why should I try so hard to fit in? It's cool to be different." Mom smiled and hugged me. "I'm so proud of you, Bonnie." Next day, when Julia found out that Eric and I were nominated for prom king and queen, she completely lost it. She went too far. On the night of the prom, she started throwing a huge tantrum and even tried to snatch my crown. "That's mine! I'm the only queen this school has. Not this ugly beggar with the ugliest hair I've ever seen." When the principal intervened, Julia called her an old hag and dumped the whole bowl of punch on her. An hour later, she was expelled. Even though so many of the others laughed, I felt sorry for her because I knew there was a nice person inside her. But all her insecurities just made her a big bully. After that, high school was not so crazy. I got a scholarship for a writing program, and 4 years later, I joined a publishing house as a book editor. Fast forward a few years, and I'm married to Eric now, with 2 beautiful kids. And they are the only ones I write stories for.